Okay, so tell us your name. Where in Canada are you?
Well, I'm in Brampton. My name is Exco Levi, reggae recording artist, you know what I mean? Jamaican born, based here in Canada.
How long
Big
you've
up.
been? How long you've been in Canada?
Probably 20 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, nice. And tell us about your music.
Well,
What kind
my
of
music
music
is
do you
about
do?
uniting the people, you know, we sing reggae music, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Awaken the sleeping consciousness of the masses. We also sing love songs, you know what I mean? So that encompass what my music is all about.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Unification.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We sing love song for the ladies likewise. That's
Mhm.
what my music is all about.
And how can people connect with you? What's your socials?
But my social is Exco Levi, EXCOLEVI on all platforms. A lot of people tend to put ES, no, it's
Mhm.
EXCOLEVI, you know what I mean? On all digital platforms. You can
Okay.
find me there.
And what shows you have coming up? You have any shows coming up?
Too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just did Jambana last week.
Mhm.
Here in Brampton, you know what I mean? Next week I'm going to Regina, Saskatchewan for the Regina Reggae Festival.
Mhm.
I'll be in London at London Reggae Festival. Innisville, Taste of the Culture. And I'm also on the big one, which is Kaya Fest, which is um, Bob Marley's sons, them, all of them. And the 20, that one will be at Markham Fairground on the 22nd of this month. Yeah.
Oh, nice,
Shabba
nice.
Ranks will be there also, I believe. Yeah. And Busta Rhymes, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, nice. And how long have you been doing reggae music?
I mean, many years, but I would say professionally around 10 years, you know what I mean? But many years. I'm 45 now, you know what I mean? So, I've been writing songs from in my teens, you know what I mean? Singing on church choirs and all that, you know what I mean? But I think professionally, I would say 20 years, around year 2000.
And where in Jamaica are you from?
Well, I was born in Manchester and and grew up between Manchester and Clarendon, neighboring parish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Because my mom is from Manchester, my dad is from Clarendon.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine told me that you won some awards. Can you tell
But
us about that?
too much, but I mean, too much. I've won 6 Juno Awards here in Canada. I know Juno Awards is like the Grammy here in Canada. And I mean, I never really know what the Juno Award is until I actually came here and start recording. Because I used to watch it on TV and I used to see Celine Dion and I used to think it's a white award. I don't know if, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, you know what I mean? But 2012 I won my first Juno Award and I've won 6. I've nominated 13 times in 20 years. And I also wrote a song. I don't like to say 7, but in retrospect, I could say 7 because I wrote a song for our next artist. I won't call his name, you know what I mean?
Right.
That also won the June Award. So it was 7. I was inducted in Brampton Art Walk of Fame 2016 for my contribution towards the music. I was 2016 I also received an award for Harry Jerome. Harry Jerome is the first black Olympian in Canada. So there's a Trailblazer Awards that I received, you know what I mean? And as I said, I was inducted in Brampton Art Walk of Fame in 2016. Too much accolades, you know what I mean? I don't like to talk about them because it just sounds like I'm tooting my own horns and I don't
No,
really
but
like
that's
that.
good. That's good that
Yeah.
you're winning
But I like when people say
Yeah,
it, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like to,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just feel away. Yeah.
But I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you very much.
Congrats,
Thank you.
congrats.
Thank you very much.
And for those in Jamaica thinking about moving to Canada, what advice would you give them?
Well, Canada's changed, I mean, I've traveled all over the world. You know what I mean? I've been to Dubai, I've been to Africa, I've been to all over Germany, Italy. And for the 20 years I live in Canada, it changed drastically. So my advice to anyone who trying to migrate into this country is make sure you come here with a plan. You know what I mean? Have a trade. Because I've to come on, I have a song called Life in the Factory. And that is one of my biggest songs here in Canada. It also won a Junior Awards. Though. And that was my experience working in the factory when I just came into this country. You know what I mean? And I realized that I came here in my 20s. If someone to give me the advice in my younger years, a message I would give to my younger self is to learn a trade. Because it's not everyone who's gonna excel academically wise, like through college and all of that. But when you have a trade, I know a lot of trade people out there who's making a lot of money. And Canada is a billion country. You know what I mean? America and England, those countries already established already. Canada is still striving, you know what I mean? And the trajectory keep on going up, both economically and socially. So anyone who's coming to Canada, make sure you learn a trade, learn tiling, learn plumbing. You know what I mean? Just make electrical, learn something because that is that is what will make your life better here in Canada. You just if you come over here, you have to go start all over. You know what I mean? You have to start all over and it's not easy. You know what I mean? Not to mention we don't have a support team or have family and things like that, come here with a trade, come here with a certificate. Yeah.
Before you leave, who
Mhm.
you want to go for yacht?
Everybody, man, the whole Jamaica, we're celebrating emancipation this month also. You know what I mean? I want to bless up everybody on the island of Jamaica. Not only Jamaica, the Caribbean and whole. Because we as Jamaican people, even though we are the leader for the Caribbean, we always think that there's no other Caribbean island that exists. And you know what I mean? Trinidad people are nice people, and they love Jamaican and Guyanese people, them, and all of these different countries. Vince, you know what I mean? Those people love Jamaica and them look up to Jamaica, so we need to support them. So big up the entire Caribbean, man.
Oh,
There you go.
you want to give us a piece of acapella? Just a piece of acapella.
I'm up strive. Never let them get you down. No time we are strive. Stumbling is not fall. Make sure you reach the finish line. Exco Levi. Bless up.